Good afternoon, my name is Alena Shautsova. I'm an immigration attorney from Brooklyn, New York. In today's video, I would like to talk about immigration reform, status of the immigration reform, what's next for the immigration reform, where do we stand? So first of all, the good news is that it seems that Democrats, or let's say the House, is going to be voting on the various immigration proposals by April 1st, 2021. This deadline is such because after April 1st, 2021, in order to vote on an immigration bill or some immigration proposal, the proposal will have to pass several committees, which necessarily will take time, meaning that it will not be done by the deadline of April 15th, so April 1st. So this is a good news, so at least we know that something is going to be happening soon. But what exactly is going to be happening? That's the deeper question. What's happening right now is that Democrats, unfortunately, are split. Some of them are still advocating for the comprehensive immigration reform and U.S. Citizenship Act of 2021 proposed by the President Biden, but some are focusing on individual bills that would address specific groups of immigrants like farm workers and DACA beneficiaries, because they believe that there is no chance that a comprehensive immigration reform is actually going to be passed in Senate. And that's where we stand right now, unfortunately. The situation is that various groups that advocate for immigrants' rights are urging Congress to act, even if this act will address only specific groups of immigrants. And I would say this would be my approach as well. I'd rather take something opposed to nothing, but at the same time, we are losing an opportunity to address this big issue of millions of undocumented residents in the United States. But don't give up on that yet. First of all, the discussions about the bills and immigration situation are just started. We are hopeful still that perhaps with some modifications, President Biden's proposal may be still passed, may be still adopted, but of course I do not see it to be adopted in the current very broad version. Most likely it will be changed. And in fact, some Republican senators influential Republican senators voiced their desire to pass solutions for immigration, but not in the form of a comprehensive reform, but rather to address those targeted groups, specifically dreamers and farm workers. And may I remind you that there is a slight difference between the bills that President Biden proposed for dreamers and the bill that Senator Graham proposed. For example, qualifications in age, qualifications in other conditions are slightly different in two versions of the bills, but again, there is a room for negotiations. For example, if I'm not mistaken, in Republican senators' proposal, the age by which a person is supposed to be in the United States, entered the United States or brought into the United States was 16 years old, and in President Biden's version is 18 years old. So there is going to be some significant differences, but of course there is always room for negotiations. I would say that 18 years old is reasonable. At 18, 17, most people are still kids, so, and they're not independent, right? So that's, I think, should be the key. The people cannot make their own decisions, cannot support themselves, and it would be reasonable and fair to establish that age at 18. So this is the little update as to where we stand with immigration reform. As we receive news on the topic, I will always share them with you. Please subscribe to my channel, like, share this video, and I hope to see you soon.